Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm gonna be going over if statements, and this is what we've been trying to reach for a while, because if statements are really important, a part of coding. So yeah, let's begin. So first off, let's start off by creating a variable. So local x equals 5, and so if statements follow a keyword if, right? So it starts with if, and then it follows with a condition. So let's say like x is less than 10, and then it follows with then, and when you tab or enter, it automatically inputs this end here, signifying when the code ends, right? So if R5 is less than 10, we can print 5 is less than 10. Alright, so if we were to run this, you could see that it does print 5 is less than 10, right? Because logically, 5 is less than 10. Let's do this. Let's create another variable. So local z equals 15. And let's replace it with z and 15 here. So our x is 5, our z is 15. If 5 is less than 15, then it would print 5 is less than 15, right? It should do that. So yeah. What's even cooler is we can do math in this. So let's say we wanted to do plus 10, right? Oh, let's do equals. So if you guys remember, equals is different from equals. One singular equal sign means it's assigning a data to a variable. Double equals means it's checking whether two data types are the same. So what this is saying here is if x plus 10, which is 15, is equal to 15, then we can say 15 is equal to 15, right? So we should get that, right? Because 15 is equal to 15, right? Now let's say we wanted to do minus 3. And this would not run at all, because 15 is not equal to 12 anymore, because we're minusing 3 here, right? So it would not print anything, correct? Let's do something. Let's do this. If x to the power of 2 is less than z plus 5, then we can say x is greater than 5, greater than z. So what is 5 squared? 5 squared is 25. 15 plus 5 is 20. 25 is not less than 20, means this will never run, right? If we print down here hello, this will run, right? Because after this if code, it prints down here, it goes along, right? So it would only print hello, right? So what if we were to do this? Let's say we didn't have any variables. Let's just do if true. Then we can say this is true, right? it would print this is true, because even though we're not doing any math in here, true is a boolean, so it fits in the condition. If true, then, which would mean it's true, I'm going to print this is true. If we were to do false, this would not run at all. If we did not false, this would run, because not flips this false into a true. So if we were to run this, we could see that it does print this is true. And you could do the not with math too. So let's do that real quick. So not x is greater. Oh, we don't even have variables anymore. Let's make them real quick. X. Let's use y this time. So let's say x is greater than or equal to y. So 5 is not greater than or equal to 10, which is false. But then we have our not here, which flips it and turns it into a true, meaning this would print, right? So yeah, this is true. Yeah, so that's the basics of its if statements. What we could also do is we could use an instance, an object. So let's call this my part. So if we did this, so local part equals game. So I don't know if we went over this, but this is called threading. When you reference an object in the game, so you go from game to whatever parent or service they're in. So game.workspace, because our part is in the workspace. So game.workspace, we're accessing the workspace, and then we go my part, right? So let's do this. Let's not do this. Let's just do it here. So if game.workspace.myPart, then we could just print this is true. Now, what this is saying is if the object exists in the game, which it does, this will print. If I were to delete this, it would not print at all, because it cannot find my part. So if I run it, it will print this is true, because it has found the object inside of workspace. Right? If I were to delete it, I'm pretty sure it would error. Yeah. So it would say my part is not a valid member of workspace. Yeah. Meaning the object has not even been found. So yeah. Now let's say we wanted to do this. So local part, let's reference now .workspace.myPart, and let's say we wanted to check if our part had a certain color or was a certain material. If part dot material equals plastic, then we will say this is true, right? And this should print this is true, because it is. Oh, hold on, wait. I think this is supposed to be enum.material.plastic. I think that's what's okay. Yeah. So yeah. So I put it as a string because I thought that's what it was, the data type for material, but apparently it's not. It's a enum. So yeah. So it would print this is true because the material is plastic, right? If I wanted to check its color, so my part dot brick color equals, and I am pretty sure brick color dot new, and we did medium stone gray. So if you remember, this is how we created a new color when we were setting a new color value to our part. We did this not too long ago. I'm not sure if you remember, but if we're checking if the brick color is medium stone gray, which it is, it would print this is true, right? So yeah, this is true. Now, what if I did color, right? Equals. So it's not brick color anymore. It's color3 dot new, right? And it has 3 numbers: red, green, blue, and these are the 3 numbers, right? So I copied and pasted it in there. So it should. Wow, it does not. I wonder why. Because color3. Let's see. Color3 dot new. Color3 dot from RGB. Let's try this. So yeah. So it prints this is true because I literally just copied these numbers and pasted on here. So yeah. Let's see. What if we wanted to check the reflectance? So reflectance, and reflectance is a number. So it would take an integer value. No, it would take a number value. So the reflectance is 0 right now. Let's set it to 0. Let's check it if it's 0. It would print this is true, right? Now if we change this to 1, it would not print this at all because our reflectance is not 1, right? Now, so what we also learned, I also did a video about I forgot what they're called, and or statements. So you can actually use and or statements in these if statements. So let's do and let's do the transparency. Transparency equals 0. And if you remember about and or statements, and takes both sides, both conditions to be true in order for the entire statement to be true, or only takes one condition to be true in order for the entire statement to be true. Right? So if I did and, if part.reflectance equals 1, which is not, this would be false, and part.transparency equals 0, which should this be true, then we could print this. But and takes both sides to be true, right? So this would not run at all because we need both sides to be true. This is false. I'm not going to run it because I know what it's going to do. But if we did 0, this would print this is true, right? So if you run it, this is true. And so let's put this back to 1 and use an or statement. So or takes only one side to be true, right? For the entire statement to be true. We already went over that this is false and this is true, right? So even though this is false but this is true, this entire statement would be true. It would print this is true, right? And you could also do these with numbers. It doesn't have to be an object. So let's create numbers real quick. Equal 10, equal y equals 5, equal z equals, let's do 15. So if x plus y is greater than 10, or let's do z minus x plus 5 equals 10. So wait, 15. Okay, so what this is saying is if x plus y, which would be 15, is greater than, let's put this less than, is less than 10, this would be false because 15 is not less than 10. Or z minus x is 5 plus 5 is 10 equals to 10. This would be true, right? So false, true, only one side needs to be true, entire statement is true, and this will print. I am printed, right? Which is cool. Yeah. So yeah, let's do and. This wouldn't print at all because both sides need to be true. If I flip this, this would become a true. True, true, both sides are true. Entire statement is true, and this will print, right? So yeah. What else? Let's do local string. Local my string equals good morning. So if you remember string functions, so string, if string dot length, no, is this how you do it? String dot length, my string is greater than 10. Let's do 5. So if you don't remember, string dot len takes the length of the string, which is 4, 7. No, wait. That's 4, 3, 6, 7, 11. Okay. This would take 11. 11 is greater than 5. It will print I am printed. So yeah. You could also do these with math functions. Let's see what we can get. Local x equals 5. Math dot. Let's do. Oh, we could do a random, but I have to run that multiple times in order to get a good result. Let's do math dot pow. We could just use this caret key, but I want to try it with this. So x, and let's square it. Let's change this to a 10. So math.pow, if you don't remember, it's power. So the first number is the initial number, and the second number is what you're powering it by. So x squared is 25. 25 is greater than 10. It will print I am printed. So yeah, you could do a lot with if statements, probably a lot more than what I went over. It's really important, a part of coding, and you should always practice if statements. And yeah, so I hope you guys learned something from this, and I'll upload more next upload will probably be about probably if else statements, and yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.